Good afternoon, everyone. Rob Lukey with Our Capital Group. Wanted to give you an update real quick because the fact is that we're working hard at auction every single day, and I wanted to show you how you can kind of follow that. If you don't have, obviously, an account with us, it makes it a little bit difficult, but you can always go to past performance, as I mentioned before, put in OCG, and then welcome is the in lowercase, and then submit, and then you can see the properties that we've purchased recently. If you have an account, you can log on to Our Capital Group, log into your software, and as always, what you'll see is you'll come into your dashboard, and then from your dashboard, right? You go into your dashboard, and from your dashboard, you can go ahead and you can search available properties. Remember, I mentioned to you before about passive bidding. This is what a lot of people choose to do, where you can go ahead and do a passive bid, and it's all based on a first in, first filled. You go to passive bid, place how much money you'd like to invest, and how many properties, or you could just keep it at OCG's discretion. You can pick the counties that you want to be involved with in Washington or California, where we currently are buying, or you can say at OCG's discretion. You can also choose the exposure, or you can pick at OCG's discretion. You agree to the terms, and then you go ahead and you can begin placing orders. And it'll say in your dashboard, it'll let you know that you've enabled passive bidding. What I was going to show you is that on search for available properties, if you look at, for example, today's auction, this is today's auction in California. I'm going to switch it just to Orange County. We did do some work up in Santa Clara as well, but it didn't make any buys. And if I go with only properties with opening bids, only hot properties, and in our targets here, and you go search, you'll see properties that we were bidding on today, and you'll see what we thought the value was. Where OCG's, this is the purchase price. So this is Anaheim. This was 6,000 Ridgewood, sold for much higher than what we anticipated. There was an end user on the property, and so from that standpoint, we went ahead and passed on it. This other particular property, this is 31 Dracker Lane in Mission Viejo. Beautiful house, 3,500 square foot house, but it did have some issues. If you look at the notes, you can see that it actually had some issues regarding soil, and there was a lawsuit, so it was something that we decided to pass on. Although the purchase price was $714, we had it valued at $790. For somebody that wanted to take a little bit more risk, probably was still a very good buy, but again, we passed just because the risk was there, right? We didn't want to have to deal with having to take care of that soil issue and then resell. This particular property, 9687, this is a condo. I was bidding on this property as well, right next to the person that ended up buying it, and they admitted that they paid way too much money for it, and that's that's part of what happens after you look at the comps and stuff. He said he actually made a mistake. So there we had a value of $255. It was opened up at $201. It actually sold. Purchase price was $255,000. 81 Strawflower, another great property. Had valued at $330. Opening bid was $276, so there were some good values in there. It sold for $314,100. See our notes in there. This particular property was a second. We obviously didn't want to buy that particular property. This property was a condo in Los Alamitos, value of $360. It was the gentleman actually that purchased the condo in Huntington Beach. It was me and him on this last property here in Los Alamitos. Good property, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. In this little golf community, there was hardly anything left, and he actually paid it $326. I had it valued at $360. Might have been a tiny bit higher, but obviously not much left at that price. And Camille actually was postponed. So anyhow, you can go back and look at any of the old auctions. If you wanted to, for example, look at yesterday's auction and look to see what happened, you can go to the 21st and pull up everything in there as well. So if you ever want to do that, feel free to do that, kind of see how everything's progressing. Have a great day.